didn't like get a cat and like rub it up against my freaking face and then.
Did you try?
Did you rub it anywhere else?
Did you try kissing?
I mean, I don't rub myself around those types of kitties.
There we
Yeah.
go. There we go. We're off to a bad. I can't even do the sound effects yet because we've still got the song going on. But I like that.
That's one way to start a show.
That is one way to start a show. Rub yourself up against a woman in the audience. It's always fun.
If you like the way I start, you should see how I finish.
Oh,
Right?
Welcome to
crying.
the show, Ace Cooper. Thank you for coming on, brother.
It's a pleasure to be of your acquaintance and to be in this nice little room here.
It's a big room. They don't know. They don't have to know.
I mean, you know, I'm just saying.
Hey, you got it. You let them know. We're in a professional studio.
Yeah, keep it safe.
Well,
dude.
I didn't say it wasn't a professional studio.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just saying. I should have said nice room. I shouldn't say big or little. It's not about the size, right? It's how you use it.
Yeah, exactly.
I specifically went just so I could make that end joke. See?
Yeah, true.
I had a reason for saying everything.
Right, okay, yeah. You were saying before you might be allergic to cats.
Yes, but it's not that important. There is a cat here, and I think what's more important is the cat enjoying itself.
The cat is enjoying itself. by the
That's
sounds
good.
of it. Yeah.
Apologies if the mic is. Hopefully, it's not.
If that happens again, I'll just swap mics with you, dude.
Okay, I
It'll be
think it
fine.
should be fine.
If that happens again, we're going to physically hurt the engineer.
If that
He's in the corner. Noah. This shouldn't be happening.
Yes.
Come on, man. Come on. Sausage boys here. What's your name again? I don't even. Again, this is. What is your name?
So
We got Ace.
my name is Adrian Cooper.
Adrian.
But my stage name is Ace Cooper. Ace, I
Ace
guess,
Cooper.
is short.
Ace from Adrian.
Yeah.
When did you start going by
No, well,
Ace?
so obviously my full name is Adrian Cooper. You break the A, the C, and the E, and then it becomes Ace.
Oh, okay.
So I was just like, it's easier just to say Ace. So obviously some people still call me Adrian, but I'm just like, it's weird because to some people...
I'm just like, I'll fucking murder you. I'll kill you. Never call me by that name.
What if they said Adrian? I've never seen Rocky, but I
No,
assume that's how he
people have
says
done
it.
that. The
They
first
say,
time someone
"Adrian."
did that, I was like, what the heck is this dude talking about? Because I hadn't seen Rocky.
Right,
Yes.
But, I'm just like, it is what it is. It's a weird thing because me having the name Ace has advantages and some disadvantages. Some people are like, oh, is that your real name? Everybody asks if that's my real name.
Yeah.
A lot of people do say, oh, that's a cool name.
It's a very
that's
cool
kind
name.
of why I stick with it. But then there are other people that, say, like, that's a weird name or, they may say certain things are stupid. So it's just like, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm Ace. Sorry, can I swear?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Woo!
Anyway, yeah, so it's like I roll with the punches and I'm just like, I'm Ace. You do you, let me do me. I'm not going to have a damn care what you think.
Damn care. It's an uncensored podcast. What's another word instead of damn? You don't care. You don't have a damn care what they think.
Well, I mean, obviously I don't give a fuck, but
There we
but
go.
it's both.
We like that. The audience likes that.
What's the funniest reaction you've had to your name?
Did some
Well-
guy go, oh, I wish we had a beat, but I don't personally swear, but I wish just keep on this swearing thing.
I don't know.
Did anyone hear your name and go, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fucking fuck? Is that your real fucking name? What the fuck is it? I don't know. You gotta be shitting me. Did they ever say that?
Probably not. I think a lot of it is just, there's a lot of like kind of disbelief.
Disbelieve.
Because it's like they see me, they see my character, and they're like, is this guy really an ace? Because to some extent, I do act like an ace in many contexts. So it's like,
Oh, in many contexts, you feel like you're an ace.
well, I try. Or you could say, I get away with shit. I don't have to try.
Dang. What are you
that's
getting
how
away
you-
with? What kind of stuff are you doing that kind of helps
Well,
live up to the name Ace?
it's just like, well, he saw me at the stand-up event at the
Yeah,
Mama
yeah,
Battle.
For women,
So-
just took what you want from them.
So it's an interesting thing. I've done a lot of random shit over the years, and it's like, obviously I said to you guys before, I was DJing. I have rapped,
Dang.
or I am consider myself a rapper, I guess. I have participated in rap battles, comedy battles. I've done stand-up comedy.
Damn.
Goodness.
I have probably won some comedy competitions. I think the first ever gig I did was raw comedy, and I came second in my Pete. And that was, basically from no gigs before that.
Dang, you'd never done some comedy before.
I did this like free comedy course with Seizure and this other guy named Mark.
A comedy course.
Yeah, this was like years ago at the Newtown Community Center.
Oh, okay.
And then at the end of that, they put us on stage at some random bar, and then we brought out like friends and family to watch us, and then people were like, "Hey, you're pretty funny." And then from there, I did an actual like real gig at the competition. I came second in my heat, and then it's the funniest thing because I was making all these jokes about Blacktown. Who happens to be in the audience? Someone from the Blacktown newspaper.
Oh,
and then they say, you want to be in the newspaper, and then I get into the newspaper for my second gig.
Wow.
Dang, what were you saying about Blacktown? Is this material you still do?
Some of it I still do. So it's like, I say one of the good things about Blacktown is you don't have to pay to get your teeth extracted.
So you don't have to ask girls if you can kiss them.
You just take what you want.
I wouldn't go that far.
You wouldn't go that far.
Things are getting very progressive and have changed a lot in Blacktown since.
Also, okay, so you used to be able to take what you wanted from women.
Well, I wouldn't say you used to be able to. I mean, a lot of people have been in heaps of trouble over shit like that.
Taking what they want.
Yes. I mean, consent still exists.
Yeah, but I think in places like Blacktown, probably 5-6 years ago, it may not have been such a thing.
Consent exists more than ever now.
Well, that's the thing. I grew up there. I always felt like, yeah,
we just want to make sure that's known.
No, it's like, I think the best way to look at certain things, I don't want to come off like a fuckwit here, but I mean, I'm just a straight up honest guy, and I believe that it's not that consent didn't exist. It's that there are more girls that are willing to consent and that are willing to consent to certain things. It's not about...
So you're saying women are now whores?
I'm not saying women are whores. I am saying that, back in the day when I was living in Blacktown, going to high school, it wasn't like many, but, there was some kind of stereotype amongst certain women. Like, there's a high school there, and they had...
So what you're saying is high school girls are way more likely to give us kisses now than at the time?
No. If you want high school girls to kiss you, I'm willing to just walk out right now because I don't want to be associated with any of that shit.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
No, all I was
Your
trying...
cat is so cute. I'm sorry. It's just so cute with its toe beans.
I think we should probably move on from this. All I was trying to get at was that back in the day, there was a high school there, and they had a documentary series about teen pregnancy there.
Right.
So it's because the teen pregnancy was around in the area at the time to an extent in certain places. It may say something about certain people.
Yeah, young girls are kind of getting knocked up. It used to be a thing. I don't think people are getting pregnant like they were back in the day.
Nope, which is great. A lot of people now are making smarter choices, using more protection and being safe.
And you think it's availability of knowledge?
It's not just availability of knowledge. A lot of it is people, habits and beliefs and interests are changing. It's like back in the day, people used to get shit-faced and tanked. People used to go to clubs. Fights would probably be more prevalent than they are in clubs and shit. Obviously, they still exist to some extent, but a lot of people are drinking less and are more interested in saving money. And, they still want to go out and have a good time, but it's not always centered around alcohol.
So we're becoming losers, basically. We used to be cool 5 years ago, and now we're becoming kind of squares.
Well, see, this is the thing. Because the thing with me is I'm a person that does not drink alcohol.
Either.
And I never, I do drink, maybe one drink at a gig every so often. But it's like, I rarely drink. And, you know, I'm a dude that, well, I believe I have like shitloads of confidence. And it's like,
that's
you
why
know,
that's why they call you Ace, because of
Probably.
your confidence. You walk in a room, you take what you want. Not talking about the consent thing, talking about like you shake people's hand.
yeah.
You introduce
I mean, you
yourself
could
to
say
the booker.
I gain consent.
You gain consent from people. You're like, hey, do you walk? Hey, okay, let's say you walk into a room. What happens? Do you find kind of there's an energy you exude?
Yeah, well, they could be. See, the interesting thing about this whole energy exuding thing, like, I wasn't even trying to go down the path of, you know, talking about black tan in women in this manner. But, you know, maybe it could be said that I exude an energy where it leads to random conversations like this. Like, that's the thing that, obviously, I guess we're being guys, and like me being a guy that exists amongst, or has existed amongst guys that are into women and certain things related to women. It's like you learn certain things and you hear certain things, and sometimes it feels like, you know, people are open to telling me things that they wouldn't tell other people.
Oh, okay. Would you say you're a bit of a playboy or a guy that's just kind of gets it?
It's like this. So now I have a girlfriend
Yeah.
of 3 years.
Damn, she's young, dude.
I thought you said you were, but, 3 years old.
And, or I should say, I've had a girlfriend for 3 years.
Yeah.
She's probably close to 30 now. Fuck. I was going to play this.
Sorry, we hit you with that one. Yeah, 30. Yeah. We're not too cool on older women.
I mean, have you seen some of these 40-plus women? Like,
oh, no, I'm joking. Well, older women are where it's at. Older women are
there
where it's
you
at.
go.
30 isn't old. 30 is literally young.
But, no, so, like, the thing is, I've been involved with certain types of guys.
Guys, wait a second. What's going on? You get involved with guys and girls.
No, not sexually. I'm saying I've been involved with guys that were interested in like going out and picking up women.
Oh, okay. So you used to be like on the town. You were kind of
you could say, and so, you know, hanging out with certain guys that had interest in like meeting women and being good at getting what they want, and then you know, learn about certain things. And
this is old as well. I find guys don't act like that anymore. They used to be, maybe being kind of in your 30s, you came from the generation of we're boys, we're hitting the town, and we're getting girls tonight. I find my friends are all
Tinder.
There's just no, the apps. I think it's changed
apps
that
and Tinder are the thing that changed everything. So it's like when I met my girlfriend, she was just sitting outside of McDonald's drinking tea. I just approached her. You know, we ended up spending 4 hours together.
Dang, you approached her. What'd you say? I
was just like, you know, anywhere good around here to eat? Because I was hungry. I wanted dinner. And I thought maybe she might know something.
She's like, there's a McDonald's right there.
And then that's why I asked her, does she know anywhere good to eat? Because maybe she might know somewhere better. And I then was like, she's from Britain. So
that's why she's drinking tea. She's like, I don't know, mate. I went to this McDonald's. Does she sound like this?
Not like that.
Did
that's
say,
like
I'll
maybe
behave? Did she save that after you
she's
said,
not
hey,
like
you know
Austin Powers, but
okay.
But it's like, so, you know, I met this girl. We spent 4 hours together. Oh, fuck. And
you're good.
Yeah. And the rest is history. And now we've been together for like over 3 years. We're probably getting close to 4 years together, which is great. But like, you know, before that, I was going out weekly. I was going out with a lot of guys who were interested in picking up and meeting women. And, you know, things have changed exponentially.
Yeah.
All right. Because what used to happen was, it was, you know, guys were more interested in, you know, going out and going to like an effort and trying to be better at talking to women and improving themselves in that way. And that still exists to some extent. But now, because of Tinder and things, a lot of women and a lot of people are moving into like that digital world.
So, yeah, grab this one, bro.
All right.
Check.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Check. Yeah. So it's like, you know.
Is that better? Do you think it's better or worse going to this digital age?
in ways it makes it easy. See, this is the thing. It makes it easier, but I don't always think it's better. I do kind of prefer human interaction. There are still people that enjoy human interaction and go out. And I'm not saying things don't still go on like they did. You know, you can still hit up a bar. You can still meet people. You can still have a good time. If you want to get drunk, you can still get drunk. You can still do whatever. But it's like, you know, we're in a place now where people can just swipe right on a person, meet up with them in like an hour and have fun and do whatever.
And I think it's better for the whole idea of consent and even in terms of women who may not be interested in person and kind of just being polite. The apps basically give you okay, I'm interested in you. Let's go out and we can be a bit flirty.
Yeah,
whereas in a bar, you could potentially be worrying a woman and she's just being kind and you would never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously, if someone swipes right on you and you're having a conversation, there is enough compliant consent. If you ask someone to do something and they say yes, then, you know, you've got proof and you have consent, as opposed to, you know, you have to know someone is interested in you.
There's a lot going on, especially picking up someone at a bar.
Yeah.
Because you have the whole idea that you meet someone, it goes all right, things may happen, and the next day there's the classic idea of, oh, I went home with him. Or the dude's like, oh, I went home with her. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have done that normally. The apps does stop that.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's more nuance to it than that as well.
Exactly.
Because it's part of this culture. And people get really involved in that. And some people just live their life like that, making reckless choices with alcohol.
That's true.
And that's just what they enjoy, like still to this day.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Some people don't change.
Yeah, but they're fine doing that.
Exactly. And more power to people. It's like the thing that I've kind of learned over the years is that there are so many gray areas. And, you know, things aren't always as they are. It's like, you know, this is the first impression you're getting of me. We're talking, you know, about chicks and random whatever shit here. Some people might be offended or have a problem with this. But, you know, this doesn't completely contain all of who I am. This is just one small part of me. You know, I am the sum of many different experiences and so many things that have happened to me, and even same with you guys, you know. So it's like, that's what happens. People listen to 10 minutes of this and hear something and then they instantly judge. But it's like, you don't know me. You don't know everything else. You know, I came from Blacktown.
Oh, so you're from Blacktown as well. Yeah.
That's all I need to know.
That's all I need to know. We've already made our judgments. And that's why I didn't bring my wallet today.
That's fine. If I'm from Blacktown, I'd be lucky to have my own wallet.
Well, you're saying that people from Blacktown don't have wallets?
No, I'm saying that they're more likely to have someone else's wallet. Is that what you're saying,
someone.
right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just being an idiot. But yeah. No, so this is the thing, right? I obviously wasn't born in Blacktown.
And it's also called People of Colour Town nowadays. So things have changed.
Yeah, I don't know. They wanted to change the name, but...
To Person of Colour Town.
I'm not sure. They had some other Indigenous name in mind, but yeah. Anyway, I was born in Wagga, and then I came to Australia when I was like 8 years old or something.
Wait, Wagga?
Yeah.
Wagga's in Australia, isn't it?
Wagga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was born there.
And then you came to Australia.
No, I said I came to Sydney.
Oh, I came to Sydney.
Oh, you came to Sydney.
No.
Did I say Australia? Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. You got 3 more chances. That's okay. We give everyone three
That's
chances
good.
on the podcast.
I'm just trying to get through my chances as quick as possible.
I know.
So we can see what happens next.
Yeah, we'll see. And what happens next is we take our shirts off, and we don't know what goes from there. We just see what happens.
Yeah, every 3
That's why it's
strikes-
called Sausage Boys.
Yeah.
That is why it's called Sausage
We're going
Boys.
from Sausage Boys to Sausage Men.
And that's the thing. I think we want to keep that rule. 3 miss-ups, you got to take an item of clothing off.
of me.
Of me.
I can take an item of clothing off now if that's what you're trying to insinuate.
You can?
I mean, I'm saying I can if you want me to. I'm not
you
going
want
to.
it?
No, it's only if you guys want to.
I don't. I'm happy to. I would be probably happy if you did.
I mean, put it this way. We're trying to entertain people.
Okay, we could take some.
But that's the thing.
Do you want to take our pants? Should we take our pants off?
Well,
Get a little bit
how is that
comfortable?
going to entertain people that are listening on Spotify?
They can
Because we'll
kind
probably
of-
be commenting on each other's bodies.
Yes. Take your pants off.
But I didn't think we
You
did.
don't have to do it.
How about
Nah.
how about we take our pants off just a little bit?
I think the best idea is just we keep the story going. We just keep talking and we see where things
We'll
end
see
up.
where things end up. I like you're good. You're good. I can see where you go so well with women, because you've got this kind of natural. It's like you're very suave.
Yeah, you're like, no, I don't want to. Should we take our clothes off? Should we do it?
And you're
then
like, I don't know,
we're
I'm-
both kind of amped for it, and you're like, no, we don't need to.
But
do
even
it.
though you were kind of down, you were down, and I was getting excited
Because what it comes down to is it's not just what you think other people want or what other people say they want. It's also like inferring things. You got to read the moment. You got to read the situation.
And you read it really well. You kind of caught my bluff.
Yeah, because it's like obviously we could go that far now, but it's obviously better to wait until things kind of happen more naturally.
Dang, and now I'm kind of
until
getting
we just
excited.
naturally kind of take our shirts
Yeah.
off.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
You know what you've done? Like now I'm here excited. If you took your pants off, you would have blown your load early.
Right.
And I would have been like, oh, dang, he's taking his pants off. But now
Yeah.
I'm waiting because there's the idea that you may be taking your pants off. And now I'm kind of hanging to your every word
Yes.
because I'm thinking, oh, maybe in 10, 20 minutes, the pants may be off.
You know what? Actually, maybe we can use this time to kind of get some questions we personally have answered, because you're teaching us a lot already, man.
You really are teaching
Yeah.
us a lot.
Just also, what you want to ask me some questions?
How here we go.
Ask me anything.
How should a man approach? There's a lot of guys out there that would consider themselves incels, bad with women, just are kind of down on their luck. Even when they're with a woman, they may not be able to get it up. Just don't really have a lot of confidence in themselves. What would you say to the modern man, who I think this basically summarizes kind of 90% of men all seem to have this attitude? What advice would you give them to get them out of this slump? They think it's impossible to get girls, impossible to kind of be an alpha male, to be that dude.
Okay, simple.
Dang. Simple and then took a sip. Okay.
So, this is the thing. If you're a guy and you're having issues, you have to ask yourself, what makes me great? What makes me likable? What makes me interesting to other people? And you also have to ask yourself at the same time, why do I feel like people don't like me? Why do I feel like there are potential issues? If you can figure out why you think people have an issue, but then figure out what's great about you, and you can quell or like quash those false beliefs, that is where things will start changing. Because as soon as you say, this is what I think people believe or think about me, and then you say, but this is who I believe I actually am, or these are the good things, and then you can prove that these things that you believe people think about you are completely wrong. That's when change will stop happening. So it's like the problem is a lot of people think that others may think bad of them or have certain beliefs about them, but most people don't know you from a bar of soap. Most people don't even know jack about you. They may have one interaction with you and you think it went bad, but they don't consistently know you. Even with people that you work with, they don't know everything about you. All you have to do is prove to yourself that the good things about you and the things that you believe you are true, or that find the things within yourself that make you a good person and worthwhile and likable and interesting, and work on exuding those, as opposed to getting sucked into the negativity you believe is there that may not entirely be there.
No, completely. And I think the average person is just kind of caught up in the negativity.
Well,
and even that idea of meeting someone and thinking a social interaction went bad, and they go home and dwell on that and be like, yeah, I messed that up.
Yep.
I'm never going to put myself in a situation ever again because I'm just a...
Negativity is a choice. And the same goes for comedy. You screw up and you think, I'm a terrible comedian. I'm not going to perform again. But if you realize that, hey, that's just one bad scenario. And this is the thing with all guys when it comes to meeting women and meeting other people, they take all the negative scenarios to heart. So it's like you have to be willing to say, if one girl rejects me or one person is not interested in me, I'm going to move on, go to the next one and kind of keep at it. So you have to have that mindset. It's the same thing with comedy.
It's a lot like comedy, actually, yeah.
Other gigs and other things you do, you have to get up every time. And most guys aren't willing to get up because they cannot handle consistent rejection.
What about a guy who's, like, for no pun intended, unable to get up? This seems to be a really big problem. Guys who can't get up in the bedroom. They have this situation. It's horrible. It's almost like bombing on stage, but they bomb in the bedroom. And then that's in their head. And then they have the next scenario. And they just keep on having this issue again and again.
Okay, so that's something. It's a couple of things. A, you need to see a doctor and potentially a therapist. A lot of it would be personal issues. You know, there could be trauma. There could be things that you're dealing with, and you need to overcome that. A lot of it isn't just physical. So, you know, there can be times when having issues is a physical thing, but it's not always physical.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you can have anxiety, or you can have issues related to other things that can cause problems. It's like I live with other people, and, you know, sometimes I get a bit weary if I hear people in the next room making noise and
Having
whatever.
sex with my girlfriend.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like if they're making noise.
She's at it again.
So it's like if there are other guys, you know, talking in another room when I'm like in a place.
Oh, so when you're with a woman, you hear another conversation going on.
Like, well, what I'm saying is,
let's say they're discussing the new Kendrick Lamar album. You're in the middle of the moment, and you're like, no, that track was actually, it did have it hit sync, and then you lose your erection. Because and then you go to the other room.
What I'm saying.
And then you say, no, it did have a hit single. It was the third track. It was a hit. Now I can't get an erection.
No. What I'm trying to get at is, it's like sometimes it can be difficult to even like initiate or do anything because there are other people, and it's like, you know, you don't want them hearing shit.
Of course.
So it's like, you know, even things as small as that can cause issues. It's like if you're stressed about work, that may translate into having stress in the bedroom. If you're stressed about other things, if your mind is somewhere else, it can be difficult for you to sometimes get in the moment. And obviously the thing is, you have to kind of be aware of these things, and you have to, not think that, you know, I'm the problem because there are other things. But also, you got to realize that, you know, if there are exterior outside problems, that if your girlfriend may have an issue, that, you know, it's not exactly your fault, and it's not always something that you can straight up control.
I wish women could have the same thing as men. Like, I wish women could
Penises.
No, I don't.
What if you I got a good one actually.
Okay.
What if there's a podcast host and
Which one?
And his podcasting partner had sex with his own cousin. What advice would you give to whoever that might be?
But what do you mean by advice? Do you want me to give positive? Or what are you trying to ask?
Basically, Jackson had sex with his own cousin, and he's wanting to know what he should do.
Wait.
If that makes it easier for you, Karim, we can say that.
So are you guys related then?
No. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? That was good. He hit us both. We were trying to both go with a thing, and you knocked it down. Dang. That was good.
Yeah.
You know, Jackson's attracted to his cousin. Anyway, talking about women don't seem to have that same sort of pressure, I think, in their everyday life when it comes to meeting men, performing in the bedroom.
Well, it's an interesting thing, because as much as you can say that, obviously a lot of women go through so many different things. If you notice in relationships as they go on, this is more for like older men, but, you know, if men say, you know, my girlfriend's not in the mood, it's kind of a similar thing. You know, just as we men can't get it up, women have their own personal issues too. You know, they can have troubles at work. They have all the stuff they want to get off their chest.
But it's more complex than that, because it's like, I can't get it up. Why can't I get it up?
Yeah.
I can't get it up because I'm in the mood. You know what I mean? Like we had someone on the other week, exactly this problem.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm really turned on, and that's why I can't get it up.
I can't get it up.
That's weird.
No, I think it's pretty common.
It's so common, especially young men with like Viagra and What's it called? Erection pill usage.
Yeah, I've got a friend.
It's like at an all-time high.
I've got a friend who's like 21, 22, and he's on the Viagra. What's it called?
Every young
Not
man
Viagra.
is.
What's the other one called?
Cialis?
Yes, Cialis.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's got like a massive packet. And he's trying to get me to take some.
Dang, really?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no, you already took some.
I think I know.
He's like,
So,
seriously,
Jackson, why'd you already take some? It's just us.
Take some. It'll take some of the legwork out.
All right, I think I know exactly what you're trying to get at here. So here, one thing that I've found is that it's not exactly that porn entirely is an issue.
Porn? Yes. Very
But see, here's the thing with porn. If you're watching specific things that are happening in pornography, and you get into a real life situation, and
you're like, where are your tentacles?
Yeah, that's very true.
if you're into that kind of thing,
Yeah.
but it's like if you
Why are you not stuck in the washing machine?
Why aren't you my real mom?
Why do you have your genitals blurred? Why can I see your vagina?
Why aren't you 4 guys?
Why aren't you saying no, please
Wow.
stop?
I did not think it was going to go down this path, but here we are.
Why aren't you saying I don't normally do this with a teacher of all people?
Why aren't you 50 tabs open?
You need to get the freaking drum fill sound effect.
That was a little bit too real for some of the guys out there. Why aren't you 50 tabs? How many tabs do you have open? Or you're a nice. Do you watch some of that stuff yourself?
I used to. I'm in a relationship now, so I only have.
So
one.
I watch a lot of
a lot of it.
So I only have like one tab, which is my girlfriend.
Okay, you can be honest. What do you think about porn in relationships?
Well, obviously, it all depends on the relationship. I don't believe that it is that much of a problem, depending on the usage.
Nice. So if it's healthy, I guess it can work.
It's like if your partner is satisfied enough and you're satisfied enough, and every so often you just want to watch a bit, it's okay. But it's like, obviously, if porn takes precedence, or if you're spending too much time watching it, you're watching too much porn, then it's a problem. Or you're spending too much money on porn, it's a problem. Obviously, I don't think it's worthwhile being in both a relationship and paying for something like OnlyFans. But some people do that.
The paying where it starts to become weird, because that's where it almost turns into an addiction, a real life addiction. Oh, I guess no, porn addiction can be without money as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But it's
I can
weird
guarantee it can.
I can guarantee.
You guys know from experience.
No, I guess, I understand why it would be a problem if you're like, you've been married for a year and you're kind of like waiting for your husband to ask you to go to dinner, and every night he's kind of just in the next room over with the door locked.
Yikes.
And you go over and bang, and he's like, I'll be out in a second.
Just blasting Metallica. Okay, yeah, but going on to the idea of this young generation, you're thinking it's not 100% porn. What are some of the other things you think it could be due to?
I think part of it is porn, but I also think, it could be a lot of people's personal expectations and, personal wants and needs and beliefs. I think the reality is there are a lot of guys that, and a lot of women even, that have certain preferences and want certain things, and sometimes they may not always get it. And because of that, it can make things a bit difficult, especially when it comes to like trying to get your needs met sexually. So obviously, I think because some of these guys maybe have certain wants, and even though they're with a girlfriend they like or they are in love with, she may not be sexually satisfying or fulfilling, or met some kind of false belief. I think there are a lot of guys out there, especially ones that are long-term single. Some of these incels, they have false beliefs about women and false beliefs about a lot of shit, and that can completely hinder their progress and what goes on in their life, especially when they get into relationships, because they have these expectations and they don't get met.
So you're saying it's kind of boring? Being in a relationship's kind of boring?
No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is a person's expectations and reality can be two different things. But that is not to say, for example, my expectations could be completely different to yours.
Yeah.
But, just because I have something that I expect, it doesn't mean it isn't met, but it also could mean it's totally met. I am completely happy right now, and my life in most ways is basically pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. But it's kind of strange that you always have to have tea in the bedroom, from McDonald's, whenever you get into the moment.
I haven't.
Are British people into tea play? Is that a thing?
I don't know what that is. I haven't drunk tea or bought a drink from Macca's in probably like 3 I don't remember the last time. The last time I had Macca's was when someone gave me a hash brown, and I think the only thing now I feel kind of comfortable eating from Macca's is maybe hash browns. Maybe if I'm on a fucking road trip, get a bacon and egg McMuffin.
Oh, that's good. I think that's the go-to. I think that's the best thing they offer in terms of freshness.
But, because see, the thing is, obviously, when you go to freaking Bar Luca, when you go to the classic Sydney places, Mary's.
Now we're talking. Oh, are you a bit of a foodie?
Mr. G's, have you been there?
Yeah, who hasn't been to Mr. G's? I used to live in Strathfield.
Oh, for real? Dang.
And it was like kind of a bus drive or a bus ride to Mr. G's at the fucking car wash.
Dang.
Like, you ask me about anything, I know a lot of shit about a lot of things.
Dang, you're a very interesting man.
I try.
What is probably the 3 or even just like top 2 experiences, crazy things you've had in your life?
Fuck, that's a difficult question.
Very. You seem like a man who's seen a lot.
See, because the thing that I came to realize is, I think one of the most interesting experiences I believe I have is the night I met my girlfriend. Just because, it's like you can have all these experiences with all these other people, do all this other shit, but it's like, when you meet someone you connect with like that, it's completely fucking different to all these other randoms,
Oh, dang, so she's the one.
Potentially.
Wow. That's
I'm
beautiful.
not going to
That's beautiful.
We're not like getting married or anything, but I'm keeping her there for like as long as fucking possible because she's fucking top quality.
Until I don't find someone better.
But no, see the way.
Trust me, I'm looking. I'm going to a lot of McDonald's and asking where can I eat. So let's just say I'm eating a lot of food. I know all these restaurants from people I'm asking at McDonald's.
Because it's like the way that I see this relationship is, there were times when I wasn't in the best place, when things weren't going great, and she was fucking there for that. If you can get a girl that's there when the shit is going down,
dang,
then it's like bang, that's the fucking one.
Yeah.
Because she's the one that deserves to be there when you fucking have it all and you're on top of the bloody universe.
I like that a lot. That's literally perfect. And it's almost like the relationships that started during COVID. Everyone's kind of like at their lowest, and a lot of relationships blew up and fell apart.
The thing with COVID is people got into relationships out of convenience or because they wanted to be with someone during COVID. COVID was not exactly the best time to get in a relationship because a lot of it was kind of desperation. Or just, here's someone, I want someone to shack up with when, the going gets tough and whatever.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of people were making decisions based on COVID, but, it's like me, for example, I don't make decisions based on, one thing that's happening for like a small period. I'm like, I want to make a decision based on, 5-10 years or, longevity. Like, that's why I'm like, I'm going to fucking stick to comedy. I'm sticking to DJing and doing the shit I love because I'm not getting into any jobs that are going to leave me like depressed and, only making so much money and I feel like crap.
So I even want to kind of get into some of the things that you're doing now. So, like, what do you do for work? Is it just DJing and comedy?
So I DJ, I do comedy. Not comedy. What the fuck?
Okay, that's 2.
Yes.
That's 2. We're almost getting there.
No, so yeah, I DJ. I do stand up from time to time. I run my own business and sales.
What's your own business?
Oh, I just
Sell Viagra to 21-year-olds. Cialis to 21-year-olds.
if this was an ad for Viagra, it would be shit.
I don't know. It almost sounds like it has
See,
a
because
reason.
if this was to be a good ad for Viagra, then we would have to say that, men don't need Viagra, but it's helping a lot of men, and men should be taking it.
Do you think there's ever a situation when a man could take Viagra and it'd be a positive?
Potentially, yes. So if
Yeah, when they don't have a boner.
I was going to say, if someone's going for a marathon session, then yeah, you might
marathon.
want to.
Have you been for a marathon session?
Not going to publicly disclose that much information just because.
I'll take that as a yes, by the way.
Okay. A lot of it comes down to the fact my girlfriend may end up listening to this.
Okay, yes, true. And that's why you haven't talked about...
Well,
What's her name?
Her name's Anna.
Don't listen to this next part, Anna.
Anna, we cut it all
No.
out.
No.
Oh, we're back. Yeah, sorry. Oh, yeah. We got rid of all that. You're a wild boy. Let me just say that he is a wild boy. Some of the stuff he's done.
No, but
How does the thing even go in there?
Wait, about the...
Because you got the. And then you did the...
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
How did you manage to do the...
Do you still wash your clothes in there?
And how do you even swim in a swimming pool anymore?
Actually, what I was going to say before, you know how you said about like sexual needs? Someone
Yeah.
has needs and you're allowed to express them as an adult.
yeah.
But and I think that's why there are such healthy relationships, because you are allowed to express stuff,
Yeah.
communicate it. Then you got teenagers and they are the horniest and they don't know how
would
to
you know that?
express it. Because I was a teenager once.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Stop trying to imply
Trying
stuff,
to
all
imply
right?
that...
Well,
I'm trying to impress Anna. And no, yeah. So
sorry, everyone, we're back. Why would you even say you'd try to do that to Anna? It's disgusting. She's taken.
So
And that is not big enough for her. I'm sorry.
teenagers are running around like crazy, and because parents see them as their kids growing up. And then when your kid starts like jacking off in the house or whatever, you're kind of like, yuck, this is a gross little thing. Don't do that. So I can understand why people have complexes like that when they're so young. They're just kind of like, I have to find this really seedy way to hook up with this person.
Interesting, yeah.
Compared to an adult, and maybe that's where that drinking culture comes from.
maybe.
They go out and they're partying, and yeah. I mean, what were you like in high school in terms of? Did you have a good understanding of how people work together?
Yeah, were you the ace? Were you the ace back in high school? Were you taking what's
I
yours?
was trying to be the ace, but obviously I wasn't completely the ace.
Dang.
So I think that's the thing.
I like that you've taken up the as
The,
well. Like
yeah.
you're saying the ace.
Well, I mean, there's no other ace in here.
I don't know. I used to go by ace.
So what do you go by now?
I'm thinking about becoming
I go
ace
by.
too.
I think I might have to go back to ace. I go by KD now. stand
KD
up.
sounds better than ace.
Or
There are
lady killer, lady lover.
See, there are more aces in the world than KDs, and more aces in the world than lady killers.
So you want to be unique. Oh, but then again, if you're the top ace, it's an achievement.
I'm gonna be the Maverick Falcon.
It sounds like a wrestler's name.
I am the Maverick Falcon now.
Or it sounds like one of those like vocalists or like guitarists in one of those like punk or like hard rock bands that have like gimmicks.
That's pretty much already what I am. Yeah.
There you go.
Wait. Yeah. So the ace in high school. What was the ace looking like?
I was running with the 4chan crowd, maybe.
Dang, so you were an incel.
You were in there with the racists.
Yeah.
Ace and the
no,
racists.
See, so
Let's
it's
just say
like-
you had a very different name for Blacktown back in those days.
Ace is short for racist. Yeah, you were with the 4chan crowd.
No, because so it's like back then it wasn't exactly all racist. I say 4chan. I'm talking more like nerdy motherfuckers, geeky motherfuckers,
Silly
into memes,
Yeah.
into like fucking going into the computer room and
Jerking
doing all
off.
that shit,
Yeah.
fucking Counter-Strike and whatever, you know. So
Yeah.
it was just like my life was assumed at that time by listening to music and playing video games and all that kind of shit. So it was like I wasn't really as outgoing, but like that was the time when I kind of started rapping, and then it was just like, you know, that was me trying to become the ace then, but obviously it took a while.
Influences rapping. What are we talking about? Who got you into rapping?
Oh, wow, it's a bit of a long list, but it was like, so back in the day, the shit that I was listening to was, you know, whatever interesting shit I could get my hands on. So, you know, like back in the 90s, I was listening to shit like Coolio,
Nice.
you know, and then it was like I was getting into like MOP, Jurassic 5,
Oh,
probably Wu-Tang Clan and a lot of the solo stuff, GZA, Ghostface.
so basically 4chan rap.
I wouldn't consider that 4chan rap.
pretty-
You haven't heard MC Chris?
I haven't actually heard of MC Chris. No.
So there's a guy called MC Chris, and he did this song called
He sounds
Mario
pretty.
Rap.
He sounds pretty 4chan-y. Oh, this guy is 4chan-y. MC Chris.
Yeah, because he has a song called the Super Mario Rap. That is what you would consider. Or no, there was this dude named Notorious or something, and he was like what you consider nerdcore. So there's a style
nerdcore.
of hip hop called nerdcore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was what you'd consider 4chan rap.
Okay. So you were into kind of this undergroundy stuff.
I was into a lot of shit,
Yeah.
and I still like am into a lot of shit. People consider me somewhat of a music encyclopedia.
Dang.
I think, you know, because I just like know a lot of shit about shit, it's easy for you to like get in with certain crowds, get in with certain people, and just like exist in certain places.
What's your specialty? There's like a game show where you can just choose your field of that you know about and get quizzed on it. Like
Hard
some
quiz?
people can be like NBA from 2000 to 10, or another person could be 80s rock from Australia. What would your thing
that's a
be
good
if you're going
question.
on the game show?
It's weird.
Colours of nipple.
Yeah, colours of nipple for Jackson. It's men who are attractive in entertainment.
Give me a Leonardo DiCaprio for $10,000.
But yeah, what would your field be?
Well, I mean, that's a good question. I could probably go through a lot of that 80s Australian rock. I could talk
Oh, you
about
were a rock boy.
90s Australian rock. I could probably talk about Australian hip hop. I could probably talk about old school computer games.
If all they were up there, all those were up there, which one would you pick?
Yeah.
That's the fucking...
Because we're going to start to quiz you, actually, everyone. We're going to find your area of study, and I'm going to ask you a question.
Well, here's a good question.
Here's a question. How about you shut up?
There you go.
That was great.
Because see, that's the thing. I've actually been trying to figure this out myself. That's because I know a lot about so many things, but it's so difficult for me to pinpoint the one thing that I know the most about. You know, if you wanted to ask me a question about something, I could probably rustle up some kind of answer.
Okay, I'm trying to work up a question. That's not the only thing I'm trying to work up here, if you know what I mean. Because we're going to be taking a pants off soon, and I don't want to embarrass myself.
We need a category. What's one?
I'm going to do a music one.
Daniel Johns. How big is Daniel Johns' penis?
Daniel Johns, is that Andrew Johns' brother?
No.
No.
So,
Daniel Johns from
no,
Silverchair.
yeah,
Daniel Johns from Silverchair.
Silverchair.
Dang,
I wouldn't have any clue. You'd have to ask Natalie Imbruglia.
That's correct. That's the correct answer.
There you go.
Okay, here we go. Michael Hutchence, where did he have his last meal?
Oh, wow, that's a good question.
Dinner table.
we need specifics. Okay, I could even make it a little bit more broad.
No, wait.
What was the cuisine? What was his last cuisine?
Pills.
No, because...
You got the answer to everything, man. You got the answer to everything, man. This is a good one.
It is a good question, no, because... So, he died in his hotel room, right?
Yes.
I think it was in his bathtub.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Something. Well, he OD'd, and he was at a restaurant. I think it was... Because I can't remember if it was in Sydney or in New York or something.
McDonald's, he was drinking tea out the front.
He was just about to go to talk to a girl, but a guy called Ace came through and beat him to it, and they went together for 4 hours. And let's just say they didn't leave that room for 4 hours. You know what I mean? Okay, yes, a cuisine. Do you almost want to take a wild guess?
I mean, part of me thinks it's going to be like steak or pizza.
You want to lock that one in?
Let's say steak or pizza.
Can you give him an A, B, C, D?
I.
So we're like Indian food.
Yeah.
There you go. That's something I didn't know.
No, I meant like 4 options, like A, B, C.
Oh, I could have done that. No, it was the idea where we're looking for the hard quiz.
Yes.
Yes.
Because, see, well, this is the funny thing. So it's like, I can tell you some of the most obscure information about music, but it's like sometimes there are like key facts that I don't know about.
Yes,
So it's
of
like,
course.
see, like I showed you, I told you before, see, I bought a stack of CDs from them.
Okay. Let's see what we're working with here. The Dudley Moore Trio.
Yes. So that was in a live recording from
Oh,
Australia
this
in
is
1979.
a gay porn DVD. Oh, it says Jackson Grant bought this one. Okay. Regine. I don't even know who this is.
So that her name is
Without
Regine
Prejudice.
Velasquez. She's a Filipino singer. She's probably one of the most popular and well-known singers in Philippines.
Well, she mustn't be that popular if it's $2 for her CD.
You can find a lot of good shit for $2.
Isn't that right, Jackson? What have we got? Australian Stompin'.
It's called Australian and Stomping. It is
Australian
a
and
compilation of 90s Australian dance music.
Dang, this is good. I almost want to... So what kind of stuff are you DJing?
I play a bit of everything, but obviously, usually most gigs are like open format. So you're basically just playing.
Oh, so you're an open format dude.
So yeah, play R&B, play hip hop, play pop music, play dance music.
What's your go-to? What's your night? What's your one that you know you can break people on, or that you're like killer? That it's like in your back pocket. It's like, I'm going to throw this one out, and it usually hits.
Are you talking about songs?
Yeah, song.
Wow. Obviously, there's a couple. So some of the big hit, everybody knows that, like Be Faithful in the Club. They're some of the big hitters.
Oh yeah, but your special one. Everyone has their special one.
Exactly.
Or a transition, or 2 songs that kind of go really well together.
Well, I mean, if you
you're
want
gonna-
to talk about good transitions, something I love doing is obviously 5, 6, 7, 8 by Steps and Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh, I don't even know 5, 6, 7, 8 by Steps. I don't even know what that.
You've never heard that?
I've never heard of that.
You know the song.
No.
My boots scooting, baby, is driving me.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that song.
Yes.
Dang, and then Cotton Eye Joe. So you're keeping it real Year 6 disco-y.
You're keeping it real, like kind of like
see, that's the
music to hook up with your cousin to. That's how Karim knows them.
No, this is
This guy knows from
Year 6
experience.
disco music because Jackson goes to Year 6 discos to supervise. And they
Yes.
say, wait, sir, who's your child? And then you run away.
But I was there supervising.
Yeah. Because you said your child goes to this school and that's why you have the right to be here.
I'm supervising. I'm making sure none of these children... We've got a rule. No one on the dance floor can be too attractive. Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
boy.
I'm sorry. You have to leave.
Okay, so you're a music fiend. You're doing those kind of open format gigs. And
Yeah.
That's a killer. I can imagine the roof basically getting ripped off.
I mean, well, the good
with
thing
that
about
combo.
it is, or, the way I see it is, I like to play certain things that others don't always play.
Exactly. This
See,
is
the
what-
thing
yeah.
with DJing is people don't realize there's maybe 200 songs you can get away with playing week in, week out.
Honestly,
Or
and I
it's-
hate it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like-
you want to kind of test them a little bit. You want to kind of
You got to find things that they don't remember or that they're like, holy crap,
Yes.
I haven't heard this in years. I love this song.
that's the goal. It's like, oh my gosh, this.
Yes.
And the one they don't know they love. I think that's the
Yeah.
biggest test. You could throw in what is it? This is how we do it, and that's just
Yes.
so boring.
That's one of the standards.
It's terrible. You throw in more money, more problems. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
exactly.
And in the club, Crazy in Love, there's just so many
Yeah.
tracks that's just like, yeah, a child could do this. I shouldn't even be here. They should just have a 2000s pop, hip hop music playlist going on.
What was that? Yeah. Oh, the other week. See, this is what I consider a sick transition. I
Let's
was
hear this
playing,
one.
I think it was like Billie Jean,
Oh, nice.
and then I transitioned from Billie Jean to Stacey's mom.
Oh, that's a test there.
Yeah.
That's a real
And everybody because this was like, what, Soda Factory.
Soda Factory. Where's that?
You know where the Soda Factory is?
Is it in Newtown?
No, so it's just near Central Station, like between Central and Oxford Street,
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Gosh, cool.
where they have like the cheap hot dogs.
Oh, dang. Cheap
So-
hot dogs. What are we talking about? Jackson's Friday night?
No, Karim doesn't know about it because
Jackson's.
he's too busy. He doesn't really leave Oxford Street. He normally.
I would know about it, but Jackson does know about it and he won't admit because he shouldn't have been at the soda club, let's just say, on Friday night.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, I do know it. You walk in there and it seems like a diner.
Yeah, so the
And
entry...
the entry's
yeah,
a fridge.
yeah, the
or
entry's a
something.
fridge,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, wow. I haven't even heard about that place, but it's interesting. It's known as one of the gayest clubs in Sydney that
Oh,
Jackson
really?
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. The passcode is actually Jackson Grant, which is a bit weird. But anyway,
The passcode is you have to put your penis in this little machine and it'll only let you in if it's under 3 inches.
that's why I'm never allowed in. And why you're in.
That's why I have a season pass.
So you're there, you're doing Billie Jean into Stacey's mum, and,
And everybody's singing Stacey's mom at the top of their lungs. That's the shit that you want.
She does have it going on. Is it misogynistic?
I don't think entirely it's misogynistic because it's
Is
something...
it objectifying a woman?
Well, it's
A powerful
appreciating a
mother?
woman.
It's appreciating her, but Stacey's mum's a lot more than her physique. Should be having it going on because she raised
of course.
a
No,
but
beautiful child.
it's more commentary on a young man becoming a man
That's
and
true.
realizing himself.
Yes.
I still think
So shut the
he
hell
should-
up.
I think you shouldn't be talking about women like that.
Who, me?
No, the man who's talking about Stacey's mum.
Okay, so Fountains of Wayne. So
Yeah.
we're basically out here now putting a call out to Fountains of Wayne to say
Yeah.
stop derogatory speaking about...
How about
Stacey's mum.
Stacey's mum is going back to university to get her masters?
Yes.
It's funny about them singing that now. Like if they'd have played a live show and
Yeah.
Stacey's mum's like
They
70
probably still
years
play it.
old. I wonder if you ever got her.
Good question. Ask Melanie Griffith. Was Melanie Griffith in the music video?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
dang, you're good. You're good. You know your
haven't
stuff.
seen it.
Yeah. Oh, you got to watch the music video.
I want to throw in some more tests of you. Do you like the chats? I'm just trying to think about some.
Wait, Smoko?
Yeah.
Pub Feed?
Yeah, pub feed. I'm trying to. Okay, here we go. Did you watch the music video for AC/DC CD? And do you remember their?
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, you haven't seen that one yet. Okay, because I was going to say, who are their top 3 favorite bands that they have in that music video?
That's a good question.
That's a nice little question, and I think the answer is the Chats, AC/DC, and then Radio Birdman. Are you a fan of Radio Birdman?
Who isn't a fan of Radio Birdman?
Okay, yeah.
Are you a fan of Radio
I'm a
Birdman?
fan of Radio Birdman.
That's good.
I do like. Do you like the punk band X?
Which one? The Australian band
The
X?
Australian band X.
So you're talking about like Experts?
I don't know them that well.
No, I think that's one of the... Well, yeah. There's the Australian band X. I think there's a X Japan maybe. And there may be an...
And there's an XLA as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're all good bands.
They're all good bands. But you do appreciate the Australian.
course.
Yeah, okay, nice. I saw we're watching the Stacey's mum video.
Yes.
Here we go. I love all these music quizzes.
Isn't
I'm
it
just gonna
funny?
think
Stacey is like a young girl in this, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they would have to cast that. Isn't that
Yep.
creepy?
Well, I mean...
They're like, this is a song about a hot mom.
Looking like Disney and Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Creepy.
All the casting they'd have to do for that. And, some of these people getting traumatized by it after the fact. It's very weird.
Who was the frontman of the Australian band, The Hitmen?
Bloody hell. I should know his name. I had a couple of their albums. I'm not even sure I remember the band members.
Right, no, that's good.
But I guess that's partially because you're like putting me on the spot. With a
I
name.
am literally
The
putting you on the
Hitman.
spot. But do you know what I'm getting from this? I'm getting that you have a lot of knowledge, and I really appreciate
Yeah.
it. It's very cool.
Because it's like I know the Hitmen. I can
Yeah.
envision the album
and you've
cover
listened
with
to the albums. Okay.
yeah, with the freaking chests.
Dang, you're good. You know your stuff.
The Hitman sounds like what Hitler's friends would call him.
Joe Hitman. We're going out for a few bevies, Hitman.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, dang, Stacey's mum
What
does
is-
have it going on. Goodness gracious.
So is that like Hitler's drill rapper name, Hitman Hitler or something?
Hitman Hitler, that's really good. Hitman Hitler. Gonna shower man down in a different way. I'm gonna shower man down because I'm gonna put them in the showers. Dang, that's what watching Stacey's
mum does have it going on.
She really does have it going on.
And it's a sweet song. I feel like the film clip isn't too...
Oh, wow. This is great. Gosh, who's the actress that's playing Stacey's mum?
I'm pretty sure that's Melanie Griffiths.
Oh, Melanie Griffiths. Okay. I would like to her to mel at me. There she is getting out of the pool.
Watch the movie Something Wild if you think she's attractive.
Is that a tramp stamp if you've got it around just below your belly button? Does that constitute being a tramp stamp?
Probably.
Yeah, it's pretty trampy. It's pretty trashy.
Oh, he was just jerking off.
Oh, he was that child was thinking about Stacey's mother taking off her bra, touching his, and she's like impressed. She's impressed. I think he must have had a nice piece on him. Imagine if that kid just had like 7.5 inches. Just like 7.5. She walks in, just like some. He's obviously like around 10 or 11. Just 7.5 thick.
Do you ever play any rock songs when you're doing it, like Chucky and like Foo Fighters or something?
Well, I mean, you're saying that's not a rock song.
You don't think that's rock? You're attacking All American Rejects.
No, like,
actually, no. That's not.
They're not in the conversations of who are great rock bands.
I mean, obviously, I'll play rock. I've got some pretty solid rock remixes.
Did I just stand up and change that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, so yeah, one day one night I was having a gig and some of these dudes were like fanging for rock music. So I started playing some rock tracks and it just happened that I played some, like Psytrance remix of Enter Sandman.
Dang.
And everybody was like going off their fucking heads.
They dug it, dang.
Yeah.
Good challenge, yeah.
What's that?
Enter Sandman, bro. I know Metallica.
That's like a slow down urban remix or something.
Yeah, I don't know what you call it. Psytrance.
Yeah,
that was my impression of Psytrance.
Don't worry, bad thing. What's that? That's Enter Sandman. Cause
that's Bob Marley.
Oh, okay.
This guy's good.
Enter Sandman is sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight.
Let's just start singing songs and see if you know it.
We do have to wrap here in a minute.
Yeah, we do. We're getting up to it. I feel like we could talk to you for ages.
Exactly.
What are some other things? Like, what are some crazy things that you've been through? You're like, dang, that was a wild night.
Well,
and you like
swore. It's a funny thing for a lot of people because they drink. They may not remember some of their wild nights.
Yeah.
For me, I'm burdened with them every time.
There you go. It's like, I've been in like weird, random fucking situations where it's like 1 minute I'm just like walking down the street, just hanging out, doing whatever by myself.
Next minute I'm asking a girl where to eat at McDonald's.
Or you could say, you just like end up with a group of other people.
Okay.
You go around with them. You get up into all this other wild shit.
Mm-hmm.
One of the wildest things. Well, I guess it's kind of messed up, but it's like you could say it's kind of wild because there was one day when I was supposed to go out clubbing, but I was like, I'm just gonna stay home and
jerk off.
The funniest thing is that one night when I decided to stay home, my dad just happened to pass away.
Oh dang!
And it was like 5 days before Christmas.
He's in the same house?
No.
Oh, just like
because like my dad lives still in Wagga, so I was in Sydney,
goodness.
And it's just like the thing was I had to try and contact my brother who was out, and I just told him get home as quick as you can. My dad's had a heart attack.
Dang.
So it's like it's a funny thing because you don't expect that to happen at such a young age, and it's like you can go through all these amazing, incredible experiences, but there are some things that are just like. They blow some of this other stuff out of the water.
Gosh, and that is pretty full on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
So it's like even though I could take stock and go through all this other stuff, it's like I've performed with well-known comedians.
Who's the biggest comedian you've performed with?
That's a fucking good question. I'm I can't remember off the top of my head. You know, like I've performed with like, or you know, on bills with like Tommy Dean and some Steve Hughes and some other names. I think there was like a gig. I know I wasn't performing at the gig, but there was a gig, and it's like Chris Rock turned up randomly.
Oh, dang!
Yeah, and then he was just like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
Can you do a good Chris Rock impression?
I'm not gonna try.
You're not gonna try.
Actually, if you want to talk about crazy nights,
If I slapped you, would that be a funny? I'll say that's your Chris Rock impression.
How about I do my
you.
Will Smith impression? Yeah. I reckon you could do Chris Rock.
Can I do a Chris Rock? Hey, no. Hey man, we got this guy.
Give us a Jay-Z at least. Give us a Jay-Z.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, everybody. Yo, man, what's this guy doing over here, man? Yo,
Thank you.
Yo, man, this fool know a lot about music. If you know what I mean. Yeah, man, that's what you say here. I'm with
Always.
this fool. I'm with this fool Ace, man. He seems to know about his music. What's your favorite 50 Cent song, man, or favorite 50 Cent album?
Yes, you're absolutely right, 50 Cent. It's me, Stewie.
Yeah, I'm here with Ace. I'm doing a show with him. Apparently, there's a really bad voice. This is my Miles Milson.
Have you ever done a show with me?
Who's that? Oh, that's
I'm
Carl.
is that Kyle?
Oh yeah.
Hey, shout outs to Kyle.
Do you know Kyle?
Who doesn't know Kyle?
I haven't done a show with him.
Have you ever done
So
a
he's
show
got
with
he's
me?
got a legacy that spans for fucking years.
Dang, how long does his penis span?
You have to ask him, but he's a basketballer. So that
So
may
you're
say
assuming
something.
it's pretty long.
Because what's the stereotype for basketball players?
Yeah, what is it?
I thought it was that they have long dicks, but I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, top 5 albums.
Ooh, top 5
Yeah.
albums. So
This is coming from a music encyclopedia. Everyone, top 5 albums. A
We are
DJ.
going to wrap on this though.
Yeah.
yeah, all right. I was going to tell you about this interesting night I had, but I'll tell you my top 5.
Oh yeah, tell us.
We'll do
Tell us
both.
the night.
Okay.
I want to run off the top 5, then I want to finish on the story because I'm.
All right, so let's just say top 5 off the top of my head would be like DJ Shadows introducing. There was what is it? Liars. I think is it The Other Side of Mount Heartbreak. I think that's what the album's called.
Right.
There is an album called Brand New Day by Inclined. No one's heard of it, but it's fucking killer.
Dang, I'm gonna grab these all from you afterwards as well. but keep
Yeah,
going.
I'll send you some links and shit.
Yeah.
And what else was there? Maybe like the debut album by the Zombies. I think it's just called the Zombies. That's a classic. And let's finish on some classic hip hop banger. Yeah, probably Ill Communication by Beastie Boys.
Dang. Okay. Nice. Wow.
But, you know, that's just off the top of my head with like 30 seconds to think.
Yeah. No, of course. But you're the kind of person who probably doesn't have like a go-to 5, but you're just thinking these are 5.
Yeah, because there's like so much great shit out there.
Yeah.
And I could spend hours listing hundreds of albums and
Oh, of
hundreds of
course.
artists from all over the world.
Yeah. Dang. It's so cool. I think we'll even have you back just for a music episode as well.
It sounds interesting.
Okay. This
So yeah,
story.
all right, I'll tell you the story now, because this is like a funny thing. So I just heard, because I know all these random people on Facebook, someone had put a call out saying that Skrillex was like doing some random free show at the last minute at where was it? This place that's closed down now called Good God Small Club, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like on a fucking Wednesday, and I think it was like maybe I'd just come back from like TAFE or whatever I was studying, I think at the time. And then I'm just like, okay, you know, fuck everything. I'm just going to get up and go down there. And then I went down there because, you know, no one else, barring like, you know, a few hundred people knew that this thing was going on. And then, you know, he was performing. I was like front row watching Skrillex and
Quickly, what year is this as well?
maybe it was 2014.
Oh dang! So he was popping.
He was fucking popping. He was going off. I was front row. I met Skrillex, and
Dang.
yeah, you know, that's just one of the things that's like a big part of my life and shit.
Dang.
Yeah, getting to see Skrillex at a nice private gig.
Yeah, exactly. I've been to other like random private gigs. I saw Foo Fighters or Taylor Hawkins in
That's your people. That's
Yeah.
your guy.
Love those dudes.
Yeah.
Did you go to the gig at the Oxford Art House? No, wait.
Why didn't you go to that gig?
Sorry, Oxford. Yeah,
Art
factory,
Factory.
whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
Oxford Art Factory.
They did a small gig there doing covers, and it was like rock up at like 9 a.m, buy a ticket for $20.
I have a
watch them
vague
live.
memory of that. Hearing about that.
Yeah, I fucking like skipped school and everything and waited in line, and shit like that happens. That's why I like do the shit I do, and I like work the shit I work so I can get into experiences like this.
In that, just to jump on that. That's the best concert. Best concert you ever seen. Best
It's not
show?
the best concert I've ever seen.
What's the
but
best show? I need to grab that.
Fucking hell.
I know. I need to grab that one. I think because I always find that like best performer always gets you by surprise. Like mine was Common.
Common
Got me
is
by
dope.
surprise. Yeah.
Probably one of the best may have been one of the artists I saw at a Stereosonic. I can't remember who. I think maybe it would have been something like Alesso or W&W.
Oh, okay, nice.
Were one of the more amazing experiences. But there have been like heaps of others. I can't really tell you off the top of my head. This is just
No, I like it though. Yeah.
because it's like I went to see Alice in Wonderland once, and there was some guy named Orr, and that was sick. But it was like he was better. I preferred that, and that's why I was there for, as opposed to her.
Dang, yeah, of course. That's it. Always gets you by surprise. The best concert. You're
Yeah,
never
exactly.
really expecting it, and that's like, whoa. Who's this? Yeah.
Exactly. There are like a heap of great local bands as well that kill it. There was this band called Phony People that toured here. Those guys killed it. And yeah, there's too many. I don't want to keep you guys waiting, but if you want to have me back for a
We're
music
gonna have you
episode-
back for a full music episode.
And thank you very much
Honestly.
for coming on, Ace.
Yeah, I try.
And let's just say, is there anywhere good to eat around here?
There's fucking heaps. Have you guys had dinner yet?
No.
You guys want to go out and get some dinner?
You want to go get some food? We might have to do a bit of. We've just started doing a little bit of music work. I mean, sorry, not music work.
We'll talk about it. We'll
yeah,
talk
we'll
about
talk
it.
about
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming
I'm
on,
just
man.
throwing it out there. Have a
I'm
good
just throwing
night.
it out there. I like it.
Boo, yeah.
Woo.
And apologies if I offended anybody.
No, you didn't.